Tonight at the table, we are joined by someone who proves that sometimes being a fan of something can turn into something much bigger. Through his interviews, his personality, and his love for the wrestling world, he's carved out a lane for himself and built a following along the way. It's always fun to see someone who genuinely loves what they're doing, and he certainly does. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you, MuscleManMalcolm.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Hi.
My man.
My guy.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very, very much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming out here and doing this.
Happy to be here. You know what I mean? There's food. We're in this beautiful restaurant. Life is up right now.
Yeah, man. I really do appreciate it. So, first and foremost, for anyone who might not know you, give us a little bit of your background, where you came from, how you got to where you're at now.
Okay, so my name's Malcolm. I interview professional wrestlers. I love to ask them what they eat at different restaurants, preferably Waffle House, you feel me? And I've been doing it for a few years now. I started during the pandemic, did it on Zoom for a little bit. Now we're doing a little more in person, traveling pretty much every weekend to independent wrestling shows and covering the WWE and AEW and TNA and all these major wrestling outlets. Living a dream. I mean, I love what I do, and it's all because of so many great athletes that are so giving with their time.
Right.
So.
What was the moment that it went from being like you were so passionate about watching pro wrestling to you really wanted to become a part of this world?
I can't remember a time I didn't want to be a part of it. So I started watching WWE in 2008. Was a huge John Cena fan. That's still my guy. He just retired recently. Very sad. He tapped out. It made me cry, but it's all good. You know what I mean? That's what therapy's for. But as far as like getting into the wrestling like business aspect, I'm really more of like an interviewer, content creator. So I'm like a step outside the business.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just, I've had a YouTube channel since I was 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I really can't remember a time where I just wasn't trying to find a way to build a name within or off of wrestling.
Yeah.
You know?
John Cena, but he fought last year, right, in Philly?
Yeah, he wasn't, I think he was in DC for his final match. I don't know if he wrestled in Philly. Yeah, I don't think he made it out to Philly.
Well, I watched something, it was at the Link. He was there, The Rock came out,
Yes.
The Undertaker came out,
Yes.
It was insane.
WrestleMania 40, that was crazy, 2024. It was right in the middle of the main event of Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed World Championship, and so many ghosts of the Bloodlines past came out to attack everyone that was involved. So like John Cena went after this guy named Solo Sikoa, who I think is the greatest Samoan wrestler ever. But you know, I mean, that's just my guy.
Okay.
You know, we had the Undertaker come out, he beat up The Rock. You had Seth Rollins come out, try to beat up Roman Reigns. I mean, he had so many other people that are involved in it. It was probably the most beautiful moment in pro wrestling I've ever seen.
Really?
I loved it. Yes.
Yeah, I was looking up like what are the moments that I need to see. That popped up immediately. Were you able to make it down there for the Link for that?
I was there, yeah, in the media press box.
Yeah.
You know, it was cold out there for everyone else, but you know, where I was sitting, there was food.
Yeah.
I was warm. You know, I was happy to be there.
You're living large, dude.
I'm trying to. It's all because they were so grateful to let me in. So thank you, WWE.
Was that a sellout?
I believe so. Yeah, 2 nights in a row. Saturday and Sunday.
See, because it's almost 80,000 people you fit in that stadium.
Yeah. I mean, like, wrestling fans love this sport. They love the entertainment. They will show up. They'll fly out to wherever it is.
Right.
I mean, there's people there from, like, other countries, other continents, all because they just love professional wrestling.
Right.
It's a real tight community. But, like, when it's time to, like, all show up, we're all there for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're sitting in the press box. Yeah. When you're sitting there, when you're in these big moments, do you take a step back and you're like, man, how did I get here?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a dude that just likes to talk about Waffle House. Put a lot of work.
He's just a dude who likes to talk about Waffle House.
I just like, it's like talking about food, honestly. But I put in a lot of work for this, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I've been doing the interview side of it since I was about like 18 years old. I've been making this like content in general since I was 12 years old. All just because I just really love professional wrestling. I love all the people involved in it. I love the business of it. I just want to add something to pro wrestling was all said and done, you know?
Yeah. Have you always been a foodie as well?
Yeah, big boy. Yes, sir.
Like, is that a trick question?
Yeah, duh.
How did Waffle House become your thing?
So there's this wrestler named Jey Uso. He is the most energetic human being I think I've ever seen in my entire life. There was a moment during the Bloodline saga that was in 2024, 2025, and he would always talk about wanting to go to Waffle House after the shows. I was doing a video series about his cousin, Lance Hawaii, who's also a professional wrestler, and after the shows, we would go to Waffle House. So I had an opportunity to interview Jey Uso, and I was like, I just want to know, like, what do you eat, So I asked him what was Waffle House order, and that blew up, and I just continued to ask other wrestlers as well. Eventually got to the point where I got to ask The Rock that.
Yeah.
Some people liked it, some people didn't, but, I enjoyed it. The Rock liked it. He commented on Instagram, so it was cool. I mean, like, I just like the aspect of trying to find, like, a more human side to the wrestlers, and I think it's a question that they got fun with. They're in character. They can talk bad about it. If they just want to give their actual order and just have fun with it, they can. It's just a humanizing question, honestly.
Right. You mentioned they're in character.
Yeah.
And you've met some of these big personalities.
Yeah.
Has anybody really surprised you when the cameras were off?
Ooh. There's this guy in a company called AEW, All Elite Wrestling. He's the world champion currently. His name is MJF. His character is being better than you and you know it. He is a complete jerk. He's an asshole. That guy sucks. But I love him, though. I think he's a great professional wrestler. But his character is to be really over the top and really rude to everyone. And seeing him in person, he still played a character a little bit. It was off camera. But he just seemed like such a genuinely nice guy. So it surprised me to I thought he was going to be really mean to me. He was a little bit, but he was just... I don't even know how to describe it. Just humble for a guy that's so successful and rich.
Yeah.
Just a humble guy, honestly. So MJF, I think I want to ask him his Waffle House order. He told me he wouldn't answer it though.
He wouldn't answer?
Nope, because he's a jerk. He's a big old jerk. But it's okay. One day we'll get it. We'll get it in.
We'll crack the code. Well, what's your Waffle House order?
I've never been. Never been.
Get the heck out of here.
Nope, never been.
You know?
I'm lying to you. Yeah, no, I've been there maybe too many times, honestly. I need to go there less, actually.
Oh, okay.
So what do I order? Gotta get 2 hash brown bowls.
Yeah.
Right? Scattered, smothered, covered. That means you got the onions, the cheese.
Oh, snap.
And you know what I really like about Waffle House? The sauce. The sauce is sexy.
Yeah.
It's the sexiest sauce known to man. I like to just get imagine this, right?
Yeah.
Full of Waffle House sauce. And I just dump it on everything. And then when I'm done with that, add some mayonnaise to it as well. And that's a good heart attack of a bowl right in front of you. I'm gonna get 2 of those, right?
That's
maybe
fire,
drizzle some hot sauce on it, maybe some jalapenos, you feel me? Then afterwards, you gotta get the waffle.
Yeah.
You gotta get chocolate chips on it. You gotta fill every little divot in the waffle. Then you gotta put some syrup on it and then some peanut butter on it. It tastes like a Reese's cup almost.
Yeah.
But with diabetes added.
Right. The best kind.
The best kind.
Dude, my experience with Waffle House, I actually used to go quite often, maybe 14 years ago.
Okay.
Back when I was living in my hometown, my buddy Harrison and I, we'd be playing games till Halo 3 till 3 o'clock in the morning. And this Waffle House was open all night.
Yeah. 24/7.
We
baby.
pull up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
House and waffles. So I have such fond memories of that freaking place, man. I gotta even get back, dude.
It is probably the greatest restaurant besides being right here ever.
Yeah, and we're gonna have you try our secret sauce as well.
Woo! Excited. Let's go.
So you mentioned, wrestling fans, they travel, they come from all over the place. That passion is so obvious. What's the craziest stuff you've ever seen from wrestling fans?
Ooh.
Like at an event or a convention or something like that. I see them going crazy in the crowds. I can't imagine what they're saying, what they're doing out there.
Trying to think the craziest chant I've ever heard, right? I feel like when you're at wrestling shows, people will just chant some of the most just craziest things. Man, there's so much to pick from.
Yeah, well, what's your favorite?
Oh, okay, so there was an event. I forgot what city it was in. It was called SummerSlam. I'm sure you know what that is, right? During a match, it had to be 2017, 2016, someone brought a beach ball. And everyone is just hitting the beach ball around the stadium during this tag team championship match. I remember being in the crowd for that, and I was like, what is happening? I love this. I got to hit the ball once. I was like, let's go. This is the greatest thing ever. That's what comes to mind first. People just chant some crazy stuff. And it's fun when fans are heckling a little bit. As long as you don't cross the line, you're not being obscenely rude or anything like that. People just chanting funny things. Wrestling fans are just so So creative, honestly. I don't think they get enough credit for how like creative they can be with their chants. They're just like undying support of these wrestlers and what they do, you know?
So every time they go to somewhere like this, do they bring somebody out? Like I thought I saw maybe Jason Kelsey came out when they were in Philly. Do they always bring out some like local legends or something like that?
Most of the time, yeah. So if it's big like PLE, so like pay-per-views, they'll try to bring in celebrities, or celebrities want to come to the event, they'll show up.
Right.
Nowadays, I mean, WWE is so hot right now that like people want to show up. You know, I mean, you got celebrities like Logan Paul that are wrestling right now for WWE. Jelly Roll had a match not too long ago. He was cool. He did good.
It seems so fun.
Right? I mean, you got Lil Yachty shows up to a lot of shows.
He participates?
He does not wrestle. He just showed up in the crowd. He was just sitting there.
Yeah.
Drake has been there before. Name the celebrity. They've all showed up in WWE.
Right. That is awesome, man. Why do you think that wrestling is so hot again right now?
Ooh, great question. I think it's the characters currently. Because like if wrestling was still not entertaining, right, or how people perceive it as not entertaining when a lot of people kind of decided to turn off the television, the characters right now have to be some of the strongest characters we've seen in wrestling history. And we have Cody Rhodes, who has this crazy background story of having a dad that was a pro wrestler. He got into the business. It didn't give him exactly what he wanted, so he had to leave the WWE, build himself back up on the local independent wrestling scene. Him and his friends essentially started up another wrestling company that rivals the WWE.
Really?
AEW. He came back to the WWE. It was his goal to like win the world championship, to honor his dad who never got to hold that title, and then eventually get to WrestleMania 40, being the longest reigning champion of this generation, Roman Reigns. So a guy like that story, like so many people can connect with that, and I think there's so many characters right now that people can connect with. Roman Reigns, he's a tribal chief. He's a leader of his family. I feel like everyone has that person in their family that they just want to, I guess, like, put on for the rest of their generation. I feel like he's that guy. I mean, there's so many other guys I can talk about. CM Punk, who got fed up with the system at one point, left for 10 years. The fans wanted him back. He came back. There's so many relatable characters nowadays, which for a while in wrestling, like back in the 80s, it was like occupation-based and a lot of sillier gimmicks. And then we moved to the 90s, and it was all attitude-based. And for a time, we just didn't have that in pro wrestling. There was a few guys that we could connect with, but not enough that we really felt compelled to continue to watch.
What do you mean occupation-based?
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of people. Do you know who Kane is? Remember him?
Yeah.
So back in the day, back in like the 90s, I believe, he played a character called Isaac Yankem. He was a dentist. Yeah.
A wrestling dentist?
Yeah.
So you're saying all the wrestlers
had
jobs? They were like wrestlers, and they were like a doctor or a dentist or something like that?
That was a wrestling character. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
There was a guy called Big Boss Man. He was a correction officer.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Man, there's so many to pick from. There was a guy that played a hockey player. I'm forgetting his name.
What the heck? I didn't know that.
Yeah, wrestling was weird, but like
so
it worked.
Different.
You know, that was like during like that He-Man, G.I. Joe era, where it was really more like cartoon based.
Yeah.
But now it's more like reality based. Like people want to see people that you can really connect with on a personal level, their personal story, their struggle, because a lot of people go through the same struggles as well. And I think the current day wrestlers bring that out so well. And people just want to connect with them.
Right.
So they feel connected.
So you said Roman Reigns, he's on top right now?
Roman Reigns, he's the tribal chief. He's the one, I mean, he is probably the most important wrestler right now, besides Cody Rhodes, in the WWE. And honestly, in wrestling, I mean, he's main evented so many WrestleManias, that being like the Super Bowl. He's truly like the Tom Brady, honestly, the LeBron James.
Really?
Like without him, WWE will still stay afloat because they're such a giant company, but he is a super important character. People that follow me know that I don't really like Roman Reigns that much. I'm a Solo Sikoa guy. That's his cousin.
Okay.
But, I mean, you can't deny the fact that he is probably one of the most important characters in pro wrestling.
Do they beef, the cousins?
They had some beef for a little bit. So Solo was in Roman's tribe, in his bloodline. And when Roman lost the championship, Solo was like, I'm not with you no more. So we got him out of there.
Oh, okay.
And Solo took over. He became the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Eventually, Roman came back. And they were like, we got to run this together. Who is the real tribal chief? I wanted Solo to win. He lost epically. And it made me sad. But Solo's my guy.
Okay.
I still think Solo's my tribal chief, the one and only tribal chief. But it's Roman Reigns, apparently.
All right, Brett. All right, dang. We got to get Cuz.
Yeah.
Pay him the belt.
It's a lot of cousins.
Oh, really?
That family.
It's a big family thing?
There's so many people within that family. I mean, there's guys on the local independent wrestling scene that still haven't debuted in WWE yet.
Oh, really?
There's like at least like 4 or 5 I can think of
Oh,
that are
snap.
still on the way up.
It's a family business.
It is. It really is. They are running it.
All right, so you talked about who's on top right now.
Yeah.
Who do you think's like an underrated wrestler, someone who deserves a little more credit than they get?
If we're talking about people that are currently in the WWE, I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu. Mm-hmm. He's also a part of that family, the Roman Reigns family. He is someone that will be a WWE champion very soon. He's someone that means a lot to me. I've interviewed him countless of times before he got to the WWE. He's honestly made a lot of the channel that I have now. So thank you, Jacob. Appreciate you. But he's a guy that is an undeniable megastar. And his charisma is out the gates. I mean, like, he feels like someone when he's talking is like, I believe he can beat me up. And there's no way on God's green earth that I could possibly, possibly stand a chance against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a Samoan werewolf, legitimately.
Samoan werewolf.
Yeah.
That is not a person I want to cross paths with.
Exactly.
Yo.
And he spent some years in the cell too.
Oh, dang.
Some real years.
Dude.
So he's about it. He's about it.
What the heck, dude? So, have you ever done any did you wrestle in college or high school or anything like that?
Wrestled in high school. That went well. I didn't lose too much. I mean, the ones I choose to forget are the ones I lost. So I don't remember those.
Gotcha,
so I won all the ones I remember.
Okay. Yeah. So you did competitive stuff. You did
Yeah.
an event recently.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah.
The pillow fighting, John.
Yeah. I'm the best second place in pillow fight history.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get robbed or something? What do you mean?
No, I mean, I just came in second place.
All right,
I got silver.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
The best second place.
I'm the best second place in pillow history.
All right, man. We'll take it.
Nobody can beat me at being second place. I'm the best.
Fire. You sort of alluded to it.
Yeah.
You said that Roman Reigns was like Tom Brady or LeBron James. So, I mean, I guess that answers this question, because I was going to ask you, if someone forced you to answer it, who's the best wrestler of all time?
Ooh, of all time? Okay, so I wouldn't say Roman.
Okay.
I would say, there's a lot I could pick from. I'm going to go with John Cena.
Well, yeah.
That's the GOAT.
You're biased.
Yeah, of course I'm biased.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even me saying it. Everyone says it. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the greatest of all time.
He's awesome.
He's the best.
And
Easily.
and he's a great actor, too.
Great actor. I mean, he's made the most Make-A-Wishes in history.
Yeah?
I think it's like, what, 600-700?
Yeah. No, I think it's...
But he's made a lot.
Yeah.
He's made a lot.
Six or 700.
I think so. I'm
That's
fact-checking.
fire. Yeah, every time I ever see him doing an interview or something like that, he just comes across as such a genuinely nice dude, like a nice dude.
Yeah.
Plus, I saw him in the movie Ricky Stenicki. He was hilarious,
Yeah,
dude.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, so wrestlers who can make transitions into other industries, that's really cool. I was a big fan of Batista.
Oh, I love Batista.
As Drax.
Yeah,
in
from my
Guardians of the
hometown.
Galaxy.
From DC, I love him.
Oh, okay, your
That's my
hometown,
guy.
DC.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah. Do you ever make it back to DC?
I go there all the time. I mean, like, on the way to DC, there's a couple of Waffle Houses. So, we stop there. We frequent those Waffle Houses in Maryland. Shout out Elton, Maryland.
Maryland?
Elton, Maryland is a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know me, and I know them.
I gotta know you. Elton,
On a
Maryland's
first-name
near where I'm from. But I'm curious, if you had the opportunity, past or present, to interview any wrestler, they could be alive, they could be passed on.
Okay.
Who would that be? And tell me why.
I hear so many great stories about, there's a couple people I could pick. So people that are no longer with us. I'm going to stay within the same Samoan family. I've heard so many great stories about Umaga. Have you ever heard of Umaga before?
No, sir.
So he was called a Samoan bulldozer. He was a, 6'4", 350-pound Samoan, and he was wild. Probably the most athletic human in wrestling, but for some reason also was built like a sumo wrestler. I mean, he's a big dude. I just hear that he was such a nice guy, and I believe it because his son currently wrestles, and people will say he has a lot of the same personality traits. And watching his dad growing up and seeing how his son now wrestles, I'm like, yeah, if they are anything alike, which I'm sure they are, he probably was the coolest dude ever. And I feel like an interview with him would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I think we'd have great banter. I know the Waffle House order would be crazy. I think he was one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch too much of his career just because by the time I started watching, he had already passed. But going back and watching everything that he did, and he was such a crisp wrestler. Like, I wish he was a world champion. I wish he was currently in the Hall of Fame. He should be. It probably would be Umaga. I mean, that guy, I hear so many great things about him, so it would have to be Umaga.
What are the credentials required to get someone into the Hall of Fame?
You know, I actually really don't know. I don't think there's actual credentials that are, like, listed anywhere. All I know is that, like, it's just about how, for me, wrestling is just about feeling. It's about how you make people feel. And I feel like Umaga has made people feel like he is a worthy WWE Hall of Famer.
Right.
So I feel like he should be inducted, hopefully this year, if not 2027. It's a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame, like, without question.
Where is the Hall of Fame?
It could be right here. I mean,
really?
It doesn't actually have a physical location.
Okay.
It's more just like an honorary, like, celebration that happens every year
Gotcha.
before WrestleMania.
I was picturing, you know, like a Canton or like, you know, wherever else where you would go, you'd visit, you'd see pictures of old wrestlers.
They need a physical one.
That'd be
great.
Gentlemen.
Hey,
Oh,
yo.
hello.
Oh, I love the milk glass.
Milk?
dog. Yeah, you already know.
Get some whipped cream. I hope you didn't want light. Chicken and waffles. Now that is the sexiest gravy you will have ever met. It's so sexy they named it Darla.
Oh, hello, darling.
Right?
Woo-wee.
Enjoy that, guys.
Ooh. Okay.
The time has come. We've been talking sexy sauce. So I want you to take a bite. You gotta let me know what you think of our signature sauce, the andouille sausage gravy, found only here at the Market Street Grill.
I'm about to do something crazy to this plate right now. I am looking forward to this lovely bite. Ooh,
A gigantic
you said this. You said this gravy sexy?
Absolutely.
It's a sexy gravy?
Absolutely. You kidding me?
That's why I like things that are sexy. Hello.
What'd you think?
Your name is Darla?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name is Malcolm. Yes.
Let's keep it going, man.
Yeah, let's run it.
Let's run it, dude.
Yeah.
Man, so you've been in the wrestling world for a while. You've met so many people. When you first got involved, was there something about the industry that surprised you? Something that, you know, maybe you didn't realize was like behind the scenes?
No.
Nah?
I think it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Everyone's really nice in wrestling. Like, in all sincerity, I'm not just saying this because there's cameras around. Like, I haven't met too many people that I, like, generally just, like, I just don't like you.
Right.
Like, everyone's really nice, especially the wrestlers. Because, like, I do a lot of interviews on, like, the independent wrestling scene. So that's, like, local wrestling. People that are trying to find their way up to a WWE, to an AEW, a TNA, these major organizations. They're all in the same mindset that I'm in as well, and they're in it way further because they're the ones actually doing it. They're grinding, and these are some people that they are just looking for opportunity. And luckily nowadays, my platform is decently sized enough where I can provide something.
Yeah.
And for me, like, it's an honor for me because I love wrestling. So anytime I can feel like I'm doing something that can benefit someone else, like, that's amazing.
What does the local scene look like? You mentioned local wrestling.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't even realize that was a thing.
Totally fair. Yeah, I mean, there's like smaller independent wrestling shows that run everywhere throughout the country, even the world, you know. Here in Pennsylvania, there's a couple. There's one called PWE in Philly. Up in New York, there's House of Glory. New Jersey, there's PWJ. Man, there's so many I can name, honestly. But there's so many, like, young men and women that are just trying to find their way in the business and just build a name. And these people are hopping in their cars every weekend and driving to who knows where, in any kind of state, any kind of city, wrestling for 20, 30 bucks. They're really just trying to make their way and become something in pro wrestling. And I respect that because, like, anyone that's willing to chase their dream and know how hard it's going to be, sacrifice so much, sacrifice time away from their families, sacrifice holidays, sacrifice everything. Those guys are just killing. They're hurting themselves because wrestling hurts, and they're also hurting opportunities. Like, life outside of wrestling, like, there's so many things you're missing, you know, because you're dedicating yourself to this craft, to this sport, to this industry, and it's not easy. It hurts. It takes a toll on your body. I've only wrestled once, and that was enough For me, done with it. But for them to do it every single week, to know that financially it's not always going to be the strongest every week, and to still work, daytime jobs outside of that, all because they have a dream that they started watching when they were younger. They're like, I want to do that. I love it. I respect everyone that does this kind of stuff.
So does that just look like, wrestlers going to do the local scene, try and create some buzz around themselves, and that's how they would get scouted? Something like that?
Yeah. I mean, like, it is harder to become a professional in wrestling than I feel like any other sport, because, like, you are the sole proprietor of your business. You are essentially selling the reason why you should be booked on these other shows every single week.
Wow.
It is way harder to get signed to in my opinion, it is way harder to get signed to the WWE than it is to get into the NFL or the NBA, because you are literally coming from dirt nothing, essentially, some people, and try to build yourself into someone that this billion-dollar corporation is going to bring onto their roster. It is way harder because you don't have like the NCAA, you don't have these like college scouts, you don't have all these recruiters. Like, it is way harder to make it as a pro wrestler than any other sport, in my opinion.
A whole machine involved with these other things. I get that. Whereas with this, it's just you. It's about how hard you want to grind to do that.
Yeah, like, you're making your shirts, you're printing your 8x10s, you're bringing any kind of merch you can, you're setting up the table when you get there. You're doing everything. You are completely in control of your destiny. There's only but so much you can do inside their actual ring, because it's entertainment. So like, obviously the winners and losers are predetermined. But as far as like how much you get yourself out there, it is all you. And I think that is significantly harder than any other sport out there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I wanted to ask about your brand.
Sure.
You're doing your thing. You're absolutely killing it. Where do you want your brand to be, say, in the next 5 to 10 years?
Great question. I would love to join one of these major wrestling companies. Probably more as like a backstage interviewer or a social media, on their social media team, just because I feel like that's where my strengths are. I'm a big dude. I like wrestling. Wrestling hurts. I don't want to do that. Nope. Taking those bumps.
When I was watching,
hurts.
I was like, yo, like, he's just smacking each other like, yo.
Yeah, I don't like getting smacked. I'll cry easy. I'll cry mad easy. But yeah, if I could join a major company as a backstage interviewer or just like a content source for their company, I think that'd be great. Personally, I just want to make my own channels and on social media, just financially relevant, I guess. Like, just become more relevant in the space. Like, my goal is, I can't think of like 5 years, but I can think of right now. Right now, I want 100K. Then I want 100K in the bank account too. You feel me? So that's like the goal right now. I'm dead focused on that. How much content can I put out? How much good content, quality content I can put out, and see if that has any shift in the wrestling space. I mean, I just really, I want to build my own brands, but I really want to help build other people too, because none of this works if wrestlers aren't willing to say yes to interviews. My end goal is always going to be like, I helped this person get more eyes on them and get signed, hopefully. That's the end goal for me, honestly. Like, if I can make some money doing it, that's nice too. So.
But it's fulfilling for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, I got all the faith in the world in you. You're killing it, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me at the table.
Appreciate you, my guy.
God bless you, buddy.
And I love this gravy.
Let's go.
It's sexy.
You hear that? I ain't telling him to say that.